Hello, Monsters of Mound here. Welcome to part 25 of my Vampire Counts campaign. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. I like to think of it as, well, do you remember watching Catch the Pigeon? That is it Hanna-Barbera cartoon with Dick Dastardly, and he was like flying biplanes? Well, in this case, Sartorial is definitely the pigeon, because he's a bird. And I think Heinrich is pretty Dick Dastardly, and I guess that makes Vlad Muttley, or maybe Krell Muttley. Maybe they're both Muttley. Well, either way, yeah. So we got Sartorial. Sartorial is the last. I think he's the last Chaos army still standing, so we can wipe him out. I think that's the end of Chaos. Well, we've also got the Beastmen down here, and if you haven't remembered, this should be coming out on Thursday, which means Total War Warhammer 2 should be out, or it should have been out at 8:30 AM British summertime this morning. So if you're watching this and you've forgotten it's out, you've probably turned off already. Never mind. Anyway, we'll carry on. Probably no one's going to watch this episode. Everyone's going to be playing Warhammer 2. I can't really blame them, to be fair. It doesn't matter. I'll be playing Warhammer 2 as well. So it's all good. I'm very excited for Warhammer 2. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of stuff to do still in Warhammer 1. We've still got, the Greenskins are... Oh my god, there's an army there. Nala Blood Reaper, that's a new one. Oh good, only 2 Arachnarok spiders this time. Mind you, that's only 2 Arachnarok spiders that I can see. There's probably more. Manfred, how do you feel about dealing with that? Especially because there's one... Just head to Castle Drakenhof, hold up, barricade the doors, tell your skeletons, stand firm no matter what comes through that gate, because it's probably going to be a couple of giant spiders, maybe even 4 giant spiders, so that's something to look forward to. Okay, so we need to chase after Sartorial and maybe do something about Chaos down here. I also want Helm and Gorst to go and resettle some settlements, because we're taking attrition because these lands are not ours and they're also Chaos corrupted. Yeah, 72% Chaos corruption. That's less than ideal. So we need to go and deal with that, I think. So if I come out of Marienburg, -2. That's not too bad. Right, Helmand, you're going to go and resettle Karroburg. If you could, that would be great. You're going to get attrition. Can you just hang out? This is a very busy island here, filled with beastmen and Helm and Gorst as well. I hope they don't declare war on us, because otherwise Helm and Gorst is pretty much screwed. Mind you, are we taking attrition? No, we're not taking. That's fine. That's okay. Right, Zelda, can you block Sartorial? You've only got 11% chance. That's not great, is it? What about Bertha? 12%. Oh, go for it. Yeah, well, that's not a massive surprise, is it? Still got 11. Give it a shot. Failure. Yeah, well, that's. But you did get a skill point, so it's not all bad, is it? I think go for Hardy and Bodyguard. There we go. Do that. Gorsel, I want you to have walls, I think. And a salt marsh. The only things that rise from the crumbling salt marshes of Sylvania are bony hands reaching towards the sky. Of course it is. That's of course, that's always what happens in Sylvania. Okay, let's see if Sartorial makes a break for it, or if he decides to come and fight us. I think he's going to run away. Yes, I thought he might run away. Where are the Beastmen going? Oh, a Greenskin War. Where's that? Oh dear, Zelda's a loony. Touched my Morslib, but with none of the menace. Oh dear. Oops. Rambert the Scarred is back again. He's I think that's about the 3rd time he's been assassinated. Never mind. Raiding. Oh my good grief. Okay, so he's got at least 3 Arachnarok spiders. That's okay. Right, we might be in some trouble there. Sartorial is fleeing. Let's just try and block him. Critical failure, that's not great, and I'd suggest Zelda probably has 11%. Did you... Gee, Zelda? Holy bolt! Aren't you loony? You're fortunate. Oh, you are fortunate though. So you completely start raving bonkers, but you somehow always manage to make things work out in the end. Very good. Very nice. Okay, so that's...
Master of the dead. Name.
Let's go and colonise. That's going to stop. We could try and catch them, but... Sartorial can't move. So if we go here...
Across the map.
Cloaked in darkness.
He's positioning there. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. We've got lots of greenskins in our territory. There's absolutely zero we can do about that. The only thing I've got to hope is that Castle well, they're like chasing after Belagar. Why are you leading them into my territory, you little beardy shit? Go and run into your own territory. Lead them over there. I've got enough to deal with. I'm trying to defend the world against Chaos Belagar. Can you just for once not think about yourself? I'm just oh. I swear there's no wonder the end times happened. Everyone's such a oh god, just the rage. Right, let's go for you know, Inspector. Yeah, sure, Inspector Zelda. Maybe loony, but she's doing good work. Good job, Zelda. Right, if I can... Waldenhof, no! Yeah, you're dead. Well, he did only sack it. That's something. Averheim. Okay. Mind you... They've got bats, they've got some grave guard, some black knights aren't going to do very well against our walls, are they? I think we better fight this one. Just a little siege here, but the power bar suggested it was 50-50, and I thought it was a bit too important to lose this battle just based on an auto-resolve. So we are going to fight it. And we've got some... I mean, their left flank is a little bit weak. It's got just bats. Bats should be no problem to deal with. They do have some grave guard here in some siege towers, but that's okay. I'm fairly confident at beating this. I mean, their main force is on their right flank here. They've got a lot of cav. They've got the crypt horrors here, and of course they've got their lord, who is single-handedly pushing the battering ram. So good job there. I mean, he is a vampire, so he is pretty strong. He's a Necratch Lord, which are they're the nerd vampires. Von Karsteins are the Dracula vampires. The Lamia are the Dracula lady vampires. And the Necratch are just the nerd ones. The Nosferatu, I think, is probably... Oh, the Nosferatu are sort of... no, maybe they're more the Strigoi. Whatever. The Necratch are the nerds. They love reading books. They hang around in libraries a lot. That's what they do. Now this one's decided to rebel against me, and seriously, I've got enough on my plate. I'm quite stressed in this campaign at the moment. There's a lot going on, a lot of just very stressful things, and frankly, I don't need you adding to the pile of stuff. Never mind. Okay, so they've reached the walls now. We do have skeletons manning our walls there. Oh, there's some crypt ghouls coming in there. Not too worried about that. There's some grave guard there, slightly more troublesome. However, the bats on the right flank here, I mean, we should be able to deal with them fairly handily. Our grave guard, we've got grave guard with great weapons there, so they should be able to deal with the grave guard just fine. We've got some bats coming as well, and our bats are going to come and assist. And then it's just bats attacking all the way along the line. My plan is, if I can hold the left flank, then I'm hoping that I can mop up the right and then come sweep down the wall and clear out any enemies. So their cavalry is taking quite a lot of damage from our towers. That's good. The more damage they take, the better. Necratch Lord there, cheering on the battering ram. Ha! Got knocked off. Probably the worst unit to deal with is going to be the crypt horrors. But we've got crypt horrors of our own. I've got a unit of zombies to soak up the charge through the gate, and then some skeleton spearmen for anti-large. And on the wall here, our skeletons are doing okay against crit ghouls. They're holding them in place, that's fine. And if we look further up here, we can see the bats have been dealt with. And our units are now mobbing the grave guard, which is going to make them collapse. Also got bats in there as well, so the plan is currently working quite well. Once we've dealt with them, we can move these units down to assist these guys, and then sweep all of those units down to assist these guys, and so on and so forth. Gate has been destroyed. Necratch Lord has come charging through. Fortunately, he's not as melee capable as some of the other vampires, so shouldn't be too bad. And we do have our White King here to help. You can see their cavalry's come charging in, but directly into our Skeleton Spearmen. Although Skeleton Spearmen are not going to be particularly good against the Black Knights, they're certainly going to be probably enough to deal with them. It's combat even, but we outnumber them quite considerably. And we've got our Crypt Horrors held in reserve here. Plus we've got our Lord in here, he should be able to deal with... There we go, they're meeting in mortal combat. Other way, that's it. Come on, no, you're... Okay, that's fine. They are dropping some heals on their units there, but that's okay, that should be fine. Further up on the right flank here, we can see victory is in our grasp. Of course it is. As if we ever had any doubts on these units here. They've crumbled, that's fantastic. So they're now going to just collapse, and then we can shift our units on to deal with these units. They're already crumbling as well. There are some holdouts here, but I think we should be fine. So our Crypt Horrors have now got into the engagement, and they're putting the hurt on some Black Knights here. Where is the Lord? Oh, there he is. Yeah, the Lord is dealing with some zombies, but that's fine. Zombies, we don't care if they die. He's already had a nasty chunk taken out of his health. So hopefully if we can keep that up, we should be able to force him to die. I mean, for good this time. Obviously he's a vampire, so he's been dead once. Grave Guard there crumbling with help from our bats. That's good. And our units are now mobbed up on the wall. Back down. This is really the most important part of the fight, is this gate battle here. This is where their strong units are. And as long as we can hold them in place, we should be fine. Obviously we don't have any magic users, so no invocations of the heck to heal our units, which is very important for the vampires. So that's one of the reasons the vampires don't do so well in defensive sieges, because they literally have no magic to use. And there we go, that unit's crumbled, and now we can move all of these units on the wall down to deal with these Graveguard here. Just the sheer number of units should be enough to force that unit to start crumbling. Battle at the gate is still grinding on, but their Black Knights are starting to take considerable damage. They're now starting to, they're critical binding, so they're going to start crumbling. Their Crypt Horrors are taking some damage as well. Our White King is, our Crypt Horrors are absolutely fine. Our White King is doing good work, knocking the Necratch Lord to his, look at that, down in a puddle of water. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Honestly. But we do have, we're smashing aside the units on the wall now. They're now collapsing, look at that. And with that, the rest of our units can now charge on down the wall. And I think with that, we're now we've outnumbering them so considerably, they're going to start crumbling from army losses. Necratch Lord there he's crumbling. Yes, he is crumbling. There we go, army losses. In come the bats to help as well. Going to drop a Spirit Leech on the bats. Honestly, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Poor fell bats. They don't deserve that. Crypt Horrors are dying. Necratch Lord is losing health now. Yep, that's good. And in come the rest of our army. So even if we were still grinding on at the gate, we would soon get fresh reinforcements, and I think that's going to be enough to force them to.
Give them death.
Yeah, well, you say that. Their Crypt Horrors have done a lot of good work, but now they're just all going to die. There we go. Down they go. Good job. And a victory. A nice easy win there, and we didn't lose another settlement, which is very, very good. I think I'm going to take the money. Holy... what? How the... why are we losing that much cash? Oh, right. Oh my god, how many? Yeah, do... another wave. Oh. Oh, well, at least we get increased income. Hooray. Oh, God. Okay, I thought Sarthoria was the last army, but I guess he's not. Let's get Wiseman.
Exquisite. I need more minions.
I wonder if we can lure Sarthorial in.
The dead approve.
Swifter than death, if you insist.
Zelda, can you assassinate him? You cannot. You cannot assassinate him. Never mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be able to reach him anyway, and he can dash off next turn if he fancies it. Right, we do not have any money.
Patient.
I guess we'll get... I mean, they don't cost anything. They cost a little bit. That'll help, I guess. We've got orcs tearing through our Sylvania, and Chaos is still in the north. Apparently there's another wave coming in. Oh my god, this is just relentless. Oh, and it looks like Wintertooth are expanding as well. Just what I need. More Throg in the mix. Yep, that'll be fun.
My puppets dance.
That's nice, Helmond. You make your puppets dance while the world burns around you. Right. Cursavant. Yeah, you know what? Restless Dead. Yeah. Look at that. That's fine. Oh my god, there's so many Black Hawks.
Zog off.
Right.
They will all pay.
Absolutely not.
Dirk, you've got a skill point. Well, that's it. That's some good news, isn't it? That's a little bit of good news. That is most good. And damaged buildings, yeah. Well, there's absolutely nothing we can do about that because I'm running out of money. Yes. Okay, well the ambush failed, but we did manage to draw him in, and here's Sarthorial. Good. At least we should be able to put Sarthorial down, and oh god, I wonder how many more Chaos armies are up north. Maybe if I kill him, maybe it was just a notification, maybe there's nothing actually up there, and if I kill Sarthorial, maybe it'll be fine. As you can see from the start of the battle here, normally I spend a little while rearranging my units before I march them forward. As you can see here, they decide to reinforce me with a whole bunch of Hellman's units, which were of course very badly under attrition from resettling the town just beforehand. I don't know, why would you bother sending me these guys? I've got a whole bunch of fresh units. So anyway, I decided to use them as target practice for the Hell Cannon. So they're going to stand there and just get absolutely pummeled by the Hell Cannon, and once they get wiped out, of course, fresh units will from Vlad's army will then arrive on the battlefield, and that's exactly what I'm just going to wait for. Who decides the reinforcements? What should we send? Shall we send the unit of 5 skeletons that are basically just going to be garbage, or shall we send the entire unit of Blood Knights? I don't know. Let's send the skeletons. That seems like a good idea. Well, the skeletons are now dead, alright? At least the Hell Cannon is out of ammunition, so there is that. Good, so we've got some skeletons here. Well, we've got a Graveguard, actually. Graveguard, whole big line of Graveguard. We do have some skeletons there, but they're on the flank. They're probably not going to do an awful lot. We do have some more units just trickling in here. And Vlad, Heinrich, Helmond, Oswald, and what's the other one? Roderick? Is Roderick here? I think Roderick's got a horse now. Is that Roderick there? Yeah, Roderick. Roderick's got a mount. That's got to be a little embarrassing because both Vlad and Heinrich don't have any mount options. It's like, well, where did you get a horse? Well, you know, it's made out of apparently old horses. Really? Would you? I guess. Sure. Okay. Well, anyway, we've got our cavalry on the left flank there, and our flying units on the right. So it's going to be a fairly well, we're just going to crush Sartorial. Sartorial's army is quite nasty. He's got a lot of chosen. Some Chaos Warriors there. Chaos Knights with Lances. He's got a Shaggoth. He's got Armoured Trolls. Armoured Trolls are really nasty. I didn't think they'd be that bad, but actually they're horrible. They're really, really just vicious. Chosen with Halberds. Chosen. Some more Chaos Armoured Trolls. The Summoners of Rage there. The Swords of Chaos. So it's a whole bunch of really, really nasty units. Topped off with Sartorial himself. Plus, of course, we've got Ventris the Ruthless, who's firing. What are you firing? Okay. And Iber the Patriarch. Shut up. Oh, they've also got a giant, so that's fun. So we're just going to move the units up. Once the Mortis engine is in position. What are they dropping on us? Trickster Shard. 100% misfire cut. Well, not sure why you're dropping it on them, but fine, sure. Go nuts. Do whatever makes you happy. Oh yeah, I was just... I'll just speed it up. Just spreading out our casters to make sure we can drop invocations of the heck all across the line. Should we need to? And then our forces comes. You can see Chaos is reorganising. Oh, there goes a fireball. Misses. Ha! Sucks to be you. Mortis engine is taking a final transmutation, apparently. But it doesn't seem to be doing any damage, so that's good. Oswald has been left behind, but fortunately he does have a mount, so that's good. The Chaos forces are going to charge. We're just going to accept the charge, dropping a soul leech on us. That's a bit mean. So in comes the monstrous units. We've got Summoners of Rage, we've got Chaos Trolls, a Shaggoth, and Sartorial. And ouch. Our units go flying everywhere, but we're going to answer that charge with some units of our own, and in they come. That's good. We've got units coming in. We've got cavalry moving in behind. We've got our flying units moving in behind as well. Their hell cannons out of ammunition, so that's no good. Got some chosen here. We're going to just charge them with some skeleton warriors, and then with black knights, and then some blood knights as well. And some blood knights are going to come charging this unit of chosen with halberds. That's probably not a good engagement for the blood knights, but I'm sure they'll be fine. And there's a unit with chaos warriors with great weapons being charged by the hex wraiths there. And here we've got Vargeists charging into a unit of chaos warriors with halberds, and then come some Khan wraiths to assist. And then we're going to also back them up with some black knights, just to really, really top off the chaos warrior sandwich there. There we go, good stuff. So you can see all on the line. Well, some of our units are taking horrendous damage from these monstrous. I mean, Sartorial is doing an absolute. Sartorial and the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth are doing absolute murderous work, but Sartorial has taken a lot of damage from the Dire Pack and the Sternsman. Sartorial, yeah, he's slowly dying. Well, actually, not that slowly, pretty quickly, actually. Down to 500. Come on, guys, finish him off. Finish the stupid bird thing off. Notice his eyes glow red when he's in combat. That's it. Sartorial is dead. That's just a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. He's doing horrendous damage there, but that's fine. Most of the units in the rear have broken thanks to our cavalry charge. There's a giant there he's been doing quite a lot of damage to us, but I think we'll be okay. The Chaos Swords of Chaos have been just tearing us up. You see, some of these units are just brutal. So these Swords of Chaos have been hacking apart our Graveguard without much trouble, and they've been hit in the rear by spears. I think we had that's Helmond is there as well to assist, but finally they do break and run. And with Sartorial dead, and most of their units now fleeing the field, The rest of the Chaos forces decide to join them and run for their life. Does the Summoners of Rage, I think, do get away? Does the Shaggoth get away, or did he die? I think the Shaggoth got away. Armoured Trolls. Yeah, the Shaggoth did get away. The Armoured Trolls are nasty, because look how fast they're regenerating. I try and chase them down with these unit of Khan race, Hex race even, but the Hex race don't do enough damage to actually they just regenerate it. It's mad. Oh well. So that's it. Sarthoriel is dead, his army is beaten, and we'll just need to follow up and wipe that out on the campaign map. Okay, well that Sarthoriel is now dead, which is good, and his army is pretty beaten up. I think I'm going to... we're back in positive income, I think, because a lot of units died, and I think what I'm going to do is... no, I'm going to return the captives. I need the money. I'm hurting for cash at the moment. Right, oh, shite. That's less than good. Then we've got a giant blade though, so that's nice, and a sword of bloodshed. Kazrak's been discovered, so is Malagor. We've got Enshrine Ancient Lords, so that's the technology done. There's raiding go. Oh my god, I'm going to lose Sylvania. We're under siege. Castle Drakenhof is under siege, and they've got... oh my... that's 5 Arachnarok spiders! You are shitting me! And how many Black Orc Biggins? Oh my god. That's just stupid. Right. Right, first things first, we're killing Sarthoriel. Well, we're killing Sarthoriel's army. You're dead. And I want your cash. Thank you very much. Got the Book of Asher. Winds of Magic Preserve plus 15. That's pretty good. And Ventress the Ruthless is dead, so Jagger Woemaker. And Chaos is still alive. It is still alive. It's now Strength rank 2, which I think, yes, is stronger than it was before. However, it will take a little while to come south again. So, in that very, very incredibly short respite, I guess I will go and head with the sodding orcs for a little while.
My puppets died.
Your puppets died a lot, but then they shouldn't have come onto the battlefield barely functional. So that's on them. That's on them. Okay, so how are things looking? What I do need is some eyes up north, but I don't have any because both my agents are dead. Where's Rambert? Rambert, can you do anything? Something? Just, I don't know, sort of assault that. You can't even manage. Oh, okay, we're going to rush back to Sylvania to assist there because we're in a lot of trouble. Inspirational? Yeah, sure, why not? And we need some inspiration right about now. Go for Earthing. Go for Raised Dead and more Winds of Magic is a Master of Puppets. To a necromancer, a corpse is just a puppet. Its strings can be taken up and it will dance to its master's tune. It's a little bit weird, isn't it? You know what? I think I'm going to give Vlad the Book of Asher. I think that's what I'm going to give him. Otherwise, I think we're all pretty good. Right. Musilian. Hello. You kind of like me. What about...
a dubious pleasure to welcome a fellow Lord of the Night to my domain.
Oh, you're very welcome. How about some delicious, lovely trade? Come on, Duke! Give me some... Will someone throw me a bone? Non-aggression. Trade. I'll give you some money as well. Oh my god! Take the goddamn money! What about just a trade agreement? Right, okay. Trade agreement, non-aggression. A lot of money. Thank you! Holy crap! Right. Okay, that's good. That's worked in my favour. Chaos will be... Who are the beastmen at war with? Mycelian, the warriors of... really? You're at war with the warriors of Chaos? Are you sure? And Wintertooth. Kazrak, I could kiss... I'm not going to. I would catch all kinds of things, but I could kiss you. Go and deal with Archaon. Just go and sort that out for me. That would be wonderful. I mean, you sorted out Bretonia, so if you could do the same with Chaos, that would be grand. Lovely stuff. Okay. What do I want here? I kind of want that, but I can't afford it, so we're not going to. That's okay. We need oh my God, what's Manfred? What's your force like? Okay, that's not great. That is slightly better though. So we've got a lot of cav. We've got a terror. I mean, maybe. I mean, they do have 5 Arachnarok spiders. I mean, I'm just going to assume these last 4 hidden units are probably either Arachnarok spiders or Black Orc big guns. I think that's a fairly safe bet. Okay, so we've got at least 3 armies plus 2 wars in our territory. That's less than good. The Vanaheimlings are wandering around in Greenskin territory, though, apparently. How are the Vanaheimlings? Their strength rank... Right, so they've lost a lot of their armies, then, by the looks of it. So it looks like the Vanaheimlings threw themselves at Chaos and got their ass kicked. Threw themselves at the Greenskins, sorry, and got their ass kicked, because they're now down at strength rank 11, which at least does mean that they're not so much of a threat, which is good. It does mean that the one force that could potentially take on the Greenskins has utterly and completely failed, which is pretty bad. So, okay. However, we are trading with Mycelian, and they kind of like us, so that's nice. That's good. Good. So, oh, it looks like Clan Angrund are...
I stand defiant.
...running away. So, you've led all the Greenskins into Sylvania, and now you're buggering off. You little Okay, deep breath. Good. Lovely stuff. So there we go. So that's where I'm probably going to leave it for this episode. But oh, how exciting, isn't it? I mean, they just love putting the boot in when I'm on the ground, don't they? At least Mycelian likes me. So Mycelian, yeah. They like me, so that's a bonus. But we might lose Castle Drakenhof at this rate because there's a lot of Greenskins nearby, and I don't think Vlad and Heinrich are going to reach Castle Drakenhof in time. Good, so that's all to look forward to. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.